Hello and welcome to another one of Dee's ADD videos. We're going to be practicing naming these four compounds. Alright, whenever we're naming, we always should go through the same set of steps. So we should be asking ourselves, what kind of elements do we have here? Here we have a metal, calcium, and a non-metal, sulfur. Right? Calcium is an alkali earth metal. Sulfur is a chalcogen. Group 6. So now that we know it's metal and non-metal, what we have to do is determine whether it's covalent or ionic, and metal and non-metal is ionic. So once we know that it's an ionic compound, we realize that there are no prefixes needed. You don't need any dis, tris, tetra, hepta, whatever. All you do is, with the first compound, write down the normal name of the element. The second compound, what you're going to do is you're going to drop the suffix, the last part of the word, and replace it with "-ide". As a result, this is calcium sulfide. Let's do the second one. Here we have, again, a metal and a non-metal, so another ionic compound, no prefixes needed. So all we do is rewrite the first term is the potassium, so just write down the word potassium. And the second term, we're going to drop the nitrogen, the gen part, and replace it with "-ide". Drop the suffix, add "-ide". Potassium nitride. So here we have two nonmetals, nitrogen and oxygen. We have a covalent compound, which means we need prefixes. The monos, the dis, the tris. So what you're going to do is the first compound is going to remain normal. You're going to add the prefix to it. Second compound, only if needed. In this case, nitrogen doesn't need it because it's the first word, or the first element, the first atom in the compound. The second compound, you drop the suffix and replace with "-ide", and we're going to have to tag on a di in front of the oxide. Nitrogen dioxide. Finally, we have phosphorus and sulfur. They're both nonmetals again. On the periodic table, phosphorus is right here, to the right of that line I showed you. So nonmetals are all over here, hydrogen. We have two nonmetals, which means we have a covalent compound and the prefixes are needed. First compound, normal, but we're going to have to stick an octa in front for this. Second compound, drop the suffix again, replace with "-ide", and we need a hepta for that one. Octaphosphorus heptasulfide. All right, so just go through. They get a little bit more complicated when we have multivalent transition metals. Make sure that you go through and practice. Check out the videos about the stock system. Also, it gets tricky with polyatomic ions where you have covalent bonding in an ionic compound. But if you practice, make some note cards, do little 5-minute sessions twice a day, you'll have them all memorized within a few days. The trick is not to cram. Let go of the cram session. It'll only do you harm in the long run. All right? So check out the intermediate and advanced naming compound videos. Also make sure that you can go from words to the compound. Go the other way. And I'll have a series of videos on those as well. I hope that clarifies things enough for you to practice a little bit. As always, practice, practice, practice is the best way to learn this material. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.